Tune in to Prophet Kwaku on Galaxy Radio, the only de-brainwashing station. Voodoo, 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 voodoo.
Itepe ineke J.R. Senebe. Divine peace, long life, stability, and good health. Muduba fon to the creating force of the universe, the omnipotent being, that which is greater than ourselves, the omnipresence, the omniscience, who have many names: Oludumare, Nkuluku, Kwame Blafashe, Mungo, Ja, Onyeme, Amen Ra, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Muduba fon to the ancestors who fought the enemies of Mama Africa for the last 6 millenniums. We venerate and remember you, Madasipa, for your sacrifices. Muduba fon to the ancestors who wrote our stories down on stones and papyrus scrolls, put them in books and audios and videos, so that we know who we are, where we're coming from, how we arrived where we are, how we survived and was successful, where we made our mistakes and failures, the corrections we need to do and where we need to go. Muduba fo, Madasipa, for your sacrifices. Muduba fo, Madasipa, to the ancestors whose bones lay beneath the many seas, the many oceans, the many rivers, the many lakes, the many swamps, the many trees that they were lynched at, the many graves of this world. Madasipa, for your sacrifices. Muduba fo to the ancestors them who survived that Middle Passage, who survived those concentration camps, who survived the abuse, the degradation, the shame, survived so that we could be here in the morning, yeah, to talk to you. Madasipa, for your sacrifices. Vudum, 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 Onite Magba, Tono Mofila, Olodumare, Jakimba, ancestors, we venerate you. We call upon the spirit of the ancestors and the creative force of the universe to watch over, protect, guide Galaxy Afiwe. Let not Isfet run rampant amongst us. May the ancestors watch over all who's listening to the station, and may the spirit of good, righteousness, reciprocity, truth, and justice through Mahat reign supreme. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Greetings everybody out there. Akwaba. We have Dr. Abu and the chief in the house. Dr. Abu. May the ancestors and Ogun, Oshun, as we in Oshun year, watch over you and bless you every time. We give thanks to Dr. Abu, Chief Procumber, by the management of Galaxy, our engineer, our presenters, and our listeners, and all the people them that call and affricate us with information. Madasipa. In the morning, yeah, the prophet come for burn some fire. Don't let nobody, black people, tell you how to do your thing. Hold on there. You may say, don't make nobody tell you how to do your thing. And in the temple of Know Thyself, the most honorable seat of Elder Erokote, the final judgment, I, his student, who sits in his place, shall burn some fire in his name. So don't let nobody tell you.
Don't give because
how to do your thing.
We give because we know what it's like not to have. Our family, the Nubian family, our family, the African family. Tune in to Prophet Kwaku on Galaxy Radio, the only de-brainwashing station. Voodoo, 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 voodoo.
Oh, see. You say, don't let nobody tell you. Don't make nobody tell you how to do your thing, black people. For too long we've been allowing people who invade our motherland, kidnap us, put us on plantations and concentration camps and sex farms and did all kind of nefarious things to us, and then brain dirty with them, feed them information and feed them narrative for over 400 years, and we have people come regurgitating that nonsense to our people and telling us we must trust them. Them say, if you keep doing the same thing and get the same results, don't expect it to change if you don't change it. This is the D-brain washing station. I think we need to change it to the D-brain dirtying station. Because some people want to come lead with people them down the Swanee. You remember the Pied Piper? Eh? The Pied Piper clear the city of the rat them and they never want to pay him. And what happened? Eh? In Pied Piper them picnic them and I'll know them not see them. We not follow no Pied Piper. You don't need to go to no university to have common sense. You don't need to go to no university to know what is correct from what is incorrect. You need to go university to learn particular skills. Engineering, the study of human anatomy, architecture, the study of electricity, those type of sciences. Those are skills. But you don't need to study to be wise and sensible. That's something that comes with time. Time is the master. As John was saying, time can be the disaster. Akwaba Galaxy family, Afiwe family, the African family, the Nubian family, the Maatical family, Akwaba to your shore in the temple of Know Thyself. Africans, this morning I have to address something. A fellow pilot of ours had a show yesterday morning. And in fact, it was a lengthy show because it went right into the Saturday afternoon show, which to me was quite informative. But there were things that were said on that show that I, the Prophet Meduti, Sakara, Pianke, Kwaku, Imote, Bonso, do not agree and adhere to. And I do not agree and adhere to those things, not because I'm being facetious, but because of intelligence, the ability to know. I have studied our story. I've learned many things over the years. I'm 58 years old. So I'm not I'm not a spring chicken. You understand me I say? Yeah, me know them spring chicken where them run up and down and all them something there. Yeah? Me a whole rooster. Yeah? You ain't bother with me again. But there are things that I've learned I've had the pleasure. And it is a pleasure when you travel and go to different parts of the world. Because not everybody can do that. Some people don't leave the city where them live all them lives. Some people don't leave the town where them live all them lives. The area where them live all them lives. This is why our children them is in this postcode nonsense. But I have had the pleasure and the privilege to travel at some parts of the Americas, some parts of Mama Africa, some parts of the Caribbean beyond, and some parts of Europe in my lifetime. And I've seen many things and done many things. I've done some good things and I've done not so good things. I've had experience in my life. So when I started to sojourn on the road of the knowledge of self, to find who I am, where me come from, how me end up yaso, I learned things along the road. Black people, I do not trust white man science. It's a blanket statement, yes. But I have my reasons why I do not trust their science. Because it's not theirs. Them is a damn thief. I'm not against science. Science is necessary. When the ancient Cometians, the ancient Tassetians, the ancient Monopotapa, and them the civilization there, was mapping the constellation of the stars, learning that there was a 26,000 year cycle of the earth around the sun that was split up into 13 years. When they were creating the lunar calendar and the solar calendar, these barbarians was yamming out of the skull of their victims. You can't have some Johnny come lately people them come and tell we what to do. Them they're there, they're done. Even under our captivity and those concentration camps, we still had the innate ability to create and to invent. Fact. Me nah say nothing. Go and check it out for yourself. Don't believe nothing me say on this radio station. Don't take the prophet, me dirty word, for nothing. Go cross-reference it. And if I need correction, I will accept it. Because I don't know everything. Nobody don't know everything. Our ancient Cometian ancestors said, be not arrogant because of your knowledge. Seek counsel with the ignorant as well as the wise. For the limits to knowledge has never been set and no one's ever reached them. Wisdom is rarer than emeralds, gold, diamond. Yet you can find it with the women who gather at the grindstone. The book of Ani. The 42 confessions where you have to stand up in front of the scales of Mahat and weigh your heart against a feather of Mahat to see how righteous you were in life. That would determine whether Eru hand you over to Asar that will take you through the journey of the underworld to rise with Ra on his bark to eternity. We are the creators of that philosophy. And when the baby boy them, the Greeks, came to the Cometian lodge to learn, they never came into the interior of Kemet. It was only when they came with Alexander of Macedonia that they end up in the interior of Kemet. But before that, when they studied, they could not conceive and dissect the knowledge, so they split it up into maths separate from science and physics and so forth, philosophy and biology and what them call chemistry. So we're not no descendants of dumb, dunce people. So oh, dare anybody come and want to treat African people like we are dumb, dunce, fool, and idiot. The Galaxy family is not that. And you probably say, boy, I was getting at the prophet this morning. You know what getting at me this morning? Yeah? Me can't take the idiot thing. You understand me? Me cannot take the idiot thing. We cannot be bringing people on this station and we are not asking them the relevant questions. You understand me? Now, 2 weeks ago, I had a sister in here, and them, she part of an organized Sister Empress Nai, and them is part of the organization where they're trying to lobby the government to set up a racist a racist record. So anybody who's racist Whether them is a judge or a barrister, they put on this racist, you know, like the rapist record. And I was asking some piant questions to the point that she probably thought that I was attacking them. I wasn't. This is journalist work, you know. And we can't, anybody we bring in the studio here, whether we bring them in via the phone system or we bring them to sit down, but they must stand up to scrutiny. You must ask them questions and they must can answer. You understand me? So we had a professor of medicine, a black man, that was on the Motivator show yesterday, Councillor Martin. And he was explaining why black people should take the vaccine. Now, when you're dealing with truth, order, justice, reciprocity, and balance, you got to give two sides to the story. Give people options. All I'm going to talk about, now this is a man who's medically trained. Him sitting a high, I can't remember his name now, but I know that the Galaxy people them would correct. You remember his name, Doctor? No. You remember his name, Chief? But he was a professor and he sits under government. So, you know, quite clearly, Councillor Martin have contacts. What's name? Fenton. Yes. Professor Kevin Fenton. Yeah? I read black name that. Yeah? Kevin Fenton. But Professor Kevin Fenton, from what, because I turn on the show late, so correct me if I'm wrong. All I heard him talking about is the reasons why we should take it. There was no reason why we shouldn't take it. There's three questions me call in and me said to Councillor Martin. Me want him ask a man there. Professor Kevin Fenton himself said that more white people are dying of this C19 than black people. Make we pause there. And Chief, I wanted to come here a minute, and Doctor, because I want to know, to tell if it's lie me I tell. Yeah? Right? I turn on the mic there. I want to know this. When this disease, and I'm going to call it that for a specific reason, because, see, me's a man, you know, when me don't know certain things, you know, me go read. Yeah? Now, there's a difference between a virus and a bacteria. Yeah? Me go read up on it, you know. Yeah? Because me's a man, you know, me not afraid for say me no know.
That's the best thing for us to do.
You understand me as an elder?
Yes.
Yeah? Me not afraid for say me no know. But me know some people that for go on like them know and them, maybe because them feel like an idiot. That's why a lot of our children don't learn in school. Because them don't know, but they don't put up them hand for ask question. Yeah. You understand me?
Yes.
Yeah? And nobody don't know everything.
Not at all. True.
You know something me no know. Mm-hmm. You know something him no know.
True.
Yeah, and me know something who no know.
Exactly.
And then we debate, we reason, and we learn from each other.
Yes.
That's what Galaxy is about.
Each one teach one.
Galaxy is not here, right, to push the alternative narrative of the white people them.
No.
Because we couldn't talk like this on Fidem station.
Not at all.
When we start talk, them cut we off. And tell me say with this and with that, because we have a different mentality and a different thinking pattern than them.
Yes.
So Galaxy was created first and foremost to play our own music. Because they weren't playing it on the airwaves. But Galaxy, just like Kepra, the ancient philosophy of changing and knowing thyself, a rebirth into a station where we are allowed to come and express our vocal feelings. So how dare anybody come here and try to push them the white people narrative pan we station? Me say fire to that. But they are necessary. We have them so we can challenge them. And nobody cut people off when they might challenge you. You depend galaxy higher. I would talk to anybody who phone this station with their views. But they might go get free with you. Me will talk to Batman, lesbian, tranny, right, racist, African spiritual, Christian, Muslim, Muslim, anybody. Because me know myself. I'm strong in a way me know. So me can defend it. You understand what me I say? I in around circumference, radius, hectagon, triangle, parallelogram stand myself. So I can debate with anybody on any level. I get a story one day before my mother and father did emigrate back home to Jamaica. My mother come over here and my daddy go build the house and thing. I'm holy there, wait for one thing. And every week or every couple of weeks, holy there got a doctor. She have a lump on her arm. So she got a doctor and them said them are going to operate on it. We take her to the hospital, them said them operate on it. But the lump get bigger. So she go to Jamaica and then she come back. So she forgot. So mommy, may I come to the hospital with you now? This time me I come with you. Right? Because me want you what this doctor say. So I go to the hospital and the doctor sit down with my mother and him talk. Him talk for about 10 minutes. And when him done talk, hear me to mom, did you understand what him say? She said, no. I said, well, my mother didn't understand what you say. And neither did I. And I born in here and me have GCSE grade 1 English. And me not know what you wanna talk about. So tell me in layman terms what you're talking about. Yes. Because the doctor, the consultant in Jamaica told my mother they might experiment on you. Them should have cut that thing out. Wow. So the doctor now, when him start explain, he was saying it was a cancer in her hand. But it was a rare type of, it wasn't a rare type of cancer. It's a rare type of cancer for black people forget. Right. It was skin cancer she having at the hand. But it's experiment now, they might experiment. Because what them do, when them say them operate, them they take out it was a little biopsy them they take. And the surgeon, so where the surgeon there? Him not live here again in Ghana, Australia. My point is that I ask pertinent questions. I didn't know what he was talking about, but this is what them do. Them try to fool you and make you feel, but me not feel shame because I'm not a doctor, so me feel understand that. Tell me what you mean in ordinary English. Plain English.
Spell it for me.
Him said to me, oh, the man said, no, my mother not taking no more operate. I said, mommy, go back to Jamaica. My mom she went back to Jamaica. I went back the week after her. She was in the Kingston General Hospital. Yeah, them cut it out immediately. As she learned them, she boof them. Cut it out immediately. The consultant tell me they was experimenting on her.
There you go.
Yeah?
There you go.
Black consultant.
There you go.
In a black country that don't have all these technological things, them have yaso. You understand me I say? And my mother still have her arm today. Because what them wanna say, the reason why they was testing it, because them know say, if it get really bad, them could have chop off the hand.
Well, just like Kwame.
You take the words out of me, mama, just about to say that, Chief.
Yes.
Just like Kwame.
Yeah.
Which brings me forward to our point.
Yes.
Not because some man is some medical team, means that him is our friend. Not because he's a professor of whatever it is, mean him really a look upon the thing for what it is. Them man if it talk and jump, what government tell them to do.
Yes, because there's certain code. There's certain code of practice that they have to go beyond. If that code of practice is not there, if that code of practice.
Sorry, Chief.
Yes, if that code of practice has not been implemented. And so what they will do, because they're trained to speak in certain ways, right? What they will do, they will tie you up because there's certain ways they try to speak into. Just like a politician. You ask a question and they will side it.
They never answer.
They never answer straight, just like what we heard yesterday. So you will find out that, as Kevin Fenton was saying when Kwame rang up, Kwame was tying up two things in one because he doesn't want to answer any one of them straight as he should. And he didn't answer, in spite of all of that, he did not answer both of the questions that Brother Kwame asked yesterday. You know, and I'm saying to Brother Kwame, when you meet these people, don't get upset with them.
That's what I was talking to him about last night, because motivator, right? Chap Kwame, right? And I'm telling him live and here on Galaxy.
No, I think Kwame drop out. I think Kwame drop.
No, I'm cut him.
Yeah.
I'm jumping because I'm a defender man. That man is a professional. Him can defend himself. When people come on Galaxy and our listeners have the right, we Galaxy give them the right to ask questions. Don't cut them off. Now I said to Kwame, I said to him, you must stop getting upset and shouting. And well, me I shout now, but me I the presenter, me there by myself, right? But when you Kwame is a very well-read, a very knowledgeable individual. Yeah, he's not an idiot. I said you're intellectual enough to articulate your questions to that man, because it seems, and maybe I'm wrong, but from my point of view, I saw it, it seems as if Councillor Martin was cutting him and protecting the man, and then talking about, oh, don't insult people. And we're black people. We speak emotively, emotionally, expressively. We're not diss nobody. You understand? Me speaking in the way that I'm speaking now, I'm not dissing anybody. But whose narrative is that? When the chief them and the elder, chief, when you go through your rites of passage, and the elder them sit down and them a chat, them not cuss, well, them not, but them a talk loud and
they speak loud.
All right,
they speak very loud.
that's where it come from.
They speak very loud.
Right, my uncle them tell me that in the 50s and 60s when they come out of this country, if them turn up a road and them just a talk, them would arrest them, think them a fight
with each other. Yes.
You see, my David?
Because we're passionate in what we're saying.
So it's do not impose the European narrative on this station. This station is called the de-brainwashing station. The man them never call it that for joke. You understand? So we're trying to de-brain dirty our people them. Because them brain dirty with foolishness. No. I know some elders who said they're not taking the vaccine.
Yes.
Yeah? And I will ask the elders to call in now and tell us why they're not taking the vaccine. Because the elder rang up I'm sure yesterday, and she said she taking it. Tomorrow. She spoke with a Cockney accent, so she must have been here a very, very long time. She's going
tomorrow.
She's going to take it, and no come next to her.
Take it, those of us who don't come close to her.
Come, but
she's not stopping us from taking. She's not stopping us from not taking it. But we must stay away from her.
And that's fine. Yeah, that's the elder's prerogative.
I have no problem with that.
But one thing that the professor said yesterday, he explained that a lot more of Europeans are dying than we are.
Yes.
He also explained that he doesn't deal with anything unless it's been rigorously tested,
that's what he said,
etc. Yes. He said there's been tests that have been done in Southern Asia, the Americas, South Africa, and parts of Europe. Not me, that's how him say. Right. The question that I would have asked him if I was the presenter, well, are these tests available for the general public to see what the results are? And what are the results? What were the side effects? And did anybody, those that died, what was the cause of death? Because you're a medical man, you must know them thing there. You see the report. That question wasn't asked of him. Yeah?
But one of the things, Prophet, one of the things that we must understand, and here is these government scientists, stroke doctors, were pushing the government directive. If you go to the shop, even the ordinary paracetamol, Fenzik that you buy, you cannot take too much of it because there's a certain side effect from it. Right? And they will only send you 2 packets. And here it is, they're giving you a drug that has not been tested, officially tested as far as we're concerned, and they're forcing it down our throat. And then you've got our own people who are telling you that we must take it.
We must
and
take
they themselves haven't got any listen, the news this morning is now saying the chief scientist is now saying they now come up with a new
strain?
No, what they're saying that from what they statistic now, what they've seen, they're now saying even though you take it,
yes,
you should stay away because you might be able to still pass it on.
All right, look
you
at that.
might be able to pass it. You take the vaccination, but they're now saying from statistic that they've now come up with now, you might pass on this virus or whatever it is to someone else. So what the backside should I take something and there's no proof now from the vaccination that you're getting that is now secure? Why go and take something when they themselves are now coming out to tell you you should still wear a mask, stay away from others because you can infect someone?
I hear this now. You hear this now, Chief. That's a beautiful analysis, Chief. Really? But let me add to what you just said. They're saying that even though you take the vaccine, doesn't mean you won't catch the virus.
That's it, yes.
Right? No. I'm not no scientist.
No.
But I did a little science in school, a little biology, nothing great. And what I do over around circumference, radius, ectic and triangle parallelogram stand, and from my own experience of having mumps,
Yes, so did I.
catching chicken pox,
So did I.
yes. and various types of flus, I survived.
Yes, and I had rat. That was given to I had rat was taken from rat was taken from the cornfield and give us for the ailment that we have. And here we are standing up talking to you. I heard you say something yesterday. Was it yesterday I heard you say that none of your children have taken anything?
None of my children.
And
none
when
of them.
we were growing up, none of us as children from out of my fathers among ourselves have taken any of these injections that was given.
None.
We didn't take any of it.
And you know that in Africa, the parents them used to burn the rice, you know, and burn the children and just to fool them that they get it. And they know that it was bad for them.
Yes.
You see there?
Yes.
Me have 2 daughters at 38. Son at 30. A son and a daughter at 15. And a 10-year-old daughter. Them not take no vaccine. Me never give them none.
Here we are.
You understand me I say?
Yes, we do.
Right? No. It's not saying that we're not saying that all vaccines are bad, but this particular one, there's some ambiguity around it. The results come back too quick, you know. And then I've spoken to other biologists who said I know people that work in the biometric part, in King's College. I can't tell them name, cause them afraid for talk, cause them no want to lose them works. But them themselves say them not take it.
Yes.
So if people's working with bacteria and vaccine said them not, and then this was the icing on the cake, is when a sister from RMUK, yes, hold on there. Yes, Elder.
Sir Quick.
Elder Beckford.
Good morning to you and all the rest in Galaxy.
Morning to you, Elder.
Otep, morning, Elder.
Yes. Yes, well, I understand that we're supposed to phone up towards this
Vaccination.
The vaccination.
vaccine business here.
Show it, call it.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, Elder. I'm hearing you. Go on, speak.
Yes. We are not decided to take the vaccine.
Hold on a second, the Elder. Hold on 1 second.
Yes.
Can you tell us your age, please? Your age and your wife's age.
Oh, yes.
What is your age?
My age is 85.
And your wife? What age is your wife, Elder?
Your own. 8 and a 2.
Oh, she's 82.
Yes.
All right. I just wanted people to know your age. All right. So tell us why, in your own words, why you decide not to take the vaccine.
Yes, the reason why I decide I'm not taking the vaccine, since 2018, I have got this vertigo, and it turns into all different type of symptoms. And they cannot find no medication to give me to put it out, you understand, to get rid of it. Acid in my bowel, a nerve in my back, and they can't find me medication to give me to let me feel good, and a whole lot of wind inside my bowel. But just since March, they can find vaccine. Now they come out with this virus, and then they find me medication now to come out to giving us vaccine towards it, which many of us doesn't believe in, because what I heard they come out with, that this vaccine here, this virus is black people, it most likely to damage instead of them. And they found a vaccine since March until now to come out and then give us. And I was listening to that professor yesterday.
Professor Kevin Fenton.
Towards that community lady which was on it. And they don't give no vital evidence towards this is good for us, no more than they tell you that you should take it. You understand? So that is it. Well, even I decide my mind long before that I do not want it, because we have been contact towards it, and we let them know that we do not want it. You understand? And we're not going to have it.
All right, Elder. Well, I wanted you to call him because an elder rang in yesterday, and she said that she's going to take it, and she no wanna, and anybody not take it, just stay away from her, etc.
I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I would like her to call up today.
And I would like her to call if she's there. Councillor Martin said he would get her to call in. So if that elder is listening, I did ask her to. I would like you to call in, elder.
Yes.
Because you see, this is balance. Me not tell her she not to take it, you know. If that's something she has decided to do, that is her prerogative. You understand me? But as a collective people, in my opinion, I don't think we should take it. I'm a survivor of that thing. And what saved me was tender loving care and the herbs. You understand me? Yeah? Not no medicine, not no oxygen tank, and all them something there.
Because I went through the first part of it.
You went through it as well?
I went through the first part of it. I didn't have no taste, I didn't have no smell.
Mm-hmm.
I cook a fish.
I want to go get more fish.
I cook a fish. I buy a big collie and I cook it. When I cook, I couldn't taste it.
Mm-hmm.
I rang one of my work colleagues and I said, listen, me have some fish. Me rang Dr. Abu. I said, Dr. Abu, me have some fish. He come back and say, all right, you can get sick again. But not like this.
So, Elder Beckford.
We have gone through it. And we can tell. So here we are, as far as I'm concerned, a survivor, as many others. And I didn't go into a hospital.
One of the things that annoys me, I'm not saying that people haven't died of this thing.
No, we are not saying
people
that.
have died.
Yes.
They've murdered our people with this thing. This thing sent for kill we. But equally, there is a survival rate that they have not said. They're not giving out those statistics that people have caught it, didn't take any medication, but survived.
But one thing the professor said yesterday, which I cannot really go with what he said. He said there are people who died who had underlying issues.
Yes.
And I support that.
Yes,
but
that's true.
What they use, even though they've got underlying issues, they still use this virus to cover the debt.
All right. Let me ask you a question. Does cancer kill you?
Some people died from it from different
No.
depends the type of cancer you got and the drug that you take.
Right. Cancer don't kill you. Cancer destroys your ability for your immune system to defend itself, and a common cold kill you. You die of pneumonia. But the cancer is the cause of destroying the immune system. So this thing is exactly the same. What does AIDS do? AIDS not do the same thing.
Yes.
What does Ebola do? It not do the same thing. It attacks the defense system. And then you're open now to other bacterial things that's out there. You understand me?
That's the body that shut down.
All right, Elder. You have anything more you'd like to affricate us with your wisdom?
Well, that's plenty more, but is a conjunction there, you understand? And I want to tell you, if you look outside,
It a snow.
the same enemies, is your enemies them out there? Is our enemies them out there?
Elder Beckford, can we speak to Mama Beckford?
All right then. Yes. Here is she.
Mama Beckford?
Hello?
Yes, Mama Beckford. Could you tell us why you deciding that you're not taking the vaccine?
No, I'm not taking the vaccine long time. I'm taking so much tablets, I don't see why I live to this age and at this time. Now they have a vaccine to give everybody. I don't see the reason for it. And I'm not taking it.
All right.
I get a phone call from them 3 times.
So what them call you?
Yes, 3 times. I told them no. I'm not having it.
And that's primarily because you're on other medication, etc.
Loads of medication, and it's not getting me better. But I still take those.
Mm-hmm. But you're wise enough to know, so you're not take this year 1 year?
No. Oh, no.
All right, then. All right, give thanks, my elders, for calling in and giving us...
All right. It's snowing outside a lot.
Yeah, it's a snow outside, yeah. It'll come down heavy, too.
Okay. Then be good.
All right, then, Mom. All right, Baba Beckford and Mama Beckford. We give thanks.
Sir Quick.
Yes, Elder.
Yes, that them two gentlemen which I had on your show Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would like to see them just to have a word with them anyway.
All right, then I will make sure that I make them aware. Yeah, the other brother who was on the line, he's in Miami, so he's not here. But I can definitely let
yes.
I can definitely let Brother Alkaline know that you'd like to see him.
Yes. So you can always let him know or bring him whenever time you have the time.
All right, then I'll do that, Elder.
All right.
All right, Elder. Give thanks, yeah.
But it's still next year if I'm still.
No. I'm gonna talk to him. I'll call him today and see if I can try to get him to come down this week.
All right then.
Yeah.
Well, you take care.
All right, then, Elder. Give thanks, yes.
And the chief.
Mm-hmm.
And all the galaxy presenters them. I wish you all the best in this world.
All right, Elder. Let me ask you one more. Did you take the BCG when you was in the Caribbean?
Not at all. I take in Jamaica no more than when we are in school. You know, we have got little vaccination and we and our shoulder, innit? Not the...
Yeah, that was a BCG them give you.
Alright?
That was a BCG you get.
Is it?
Yeah, that was for TB.
Oh, that is years in school, you know.
Yeah, me know. That you detect that. You definitely detect that. That's how them give you.
Well, we never had no choice that time. So.
All right, Elder, we give thanks, yeah?
All right, I'll leave you, let you get on because you are doing a wonderful work up there, I tell you. Well, all of you anyway, but anyway, you're giving it to them the right and proper way.
Give thanks, Elder. Give thanks. Honor to you every time, Elder.
Yeah.
Otep. Well, that was Elder Mama Beckford and Papa Beckford. And they said they're not taking the vaccination. Papa Beckford said, nah, take it because him a vertigo for years. And them can't give nothing for deal with the vertigo. But all of a sudden now, them find something with this or something, yeah. Right? Forget them. Him say, him nah take it. You understand me? And then Mama Beckford say, she depend one whole heap of tablet already for one bag or something. And she nah take that there's something for come hard to it. You see what I'm saying? Bearing in mind that the tablets that she's taking probably have side effects as well. So for her to take this now with those side effects, it's a madness. Oh, Tep, what's the name? Where you calling from?
Voodoo, Prophet Kwaku.
Oh, Voodoo. Who's that, Brother Julius?
Yes, my man.
Yes, my king. Where you say?
I tell you, my brother, you just asked our daddy just now about if it take that kind of old style we they used to do long ago back in Jamaica and everything, and he said it did. They did that as well, all like in Sierra Leone as well. But these people never heal it. What happened when they do them things or not? Let me remind you now, let me draw a picture for you. You know, back in Jamaica and back in Africa, we were living just in this leaf, herbal, root strings, different things then. Our mom and dad, they can make some kind of different black, like what they call alligator pepper, different things. They rub it on our body. This hot rum, like your Jamaican rum, you get ours. It's called omole. A strong rum too, homemade. Yeah, though they're not putting it in their shop then. When you go to America, you'll find it there. We rub it on our body and everything. These people never heal it. If it's not because of them, have them which we was drinking. Everything we they pump on our body during them days, right? It would have stayed there and killed us before we reach even them age here. But this herbal medicine was able to counteract all these things then. That's why it's surviving. So let nobody don't ask me that question and say, you did take it and everything. You know what we passed through? All these measles, they never heal us from measles, my brother. We rub all these things on our body. It's just this fake media. They come and tell these people that, yeah, they have done this, they heal us. This is the narrative these people go with, and they believe. It's like when they have told them that Africa is so dirty. This is the picture these people are still living in.
Brother Julius.
Yes, my brother.
May I interject? You know, Brother Julius, you said something quite profound. I don't even think that you realize what you said. When you said, when they came and they was giving us all those injections, I believe that they were testing those early tuberculosis things on our people. Because you have to remember, back in them day, the black people never have no protection.
Yeah.
We never have any protection. The colonial people, them white people, control everything. It was very much like the Tuskegee experiment when they got that nurse to go and convince the man them to take this injection that was going to inject them with syphilis and gonorrhea. You know, it was a black woman that convinced them to do that because she was a nurse and they trusted her because they saw her as somebody who was going up so-called ladder. Do you understand me? So, you know, we must beware of people coming and presenting gifts. You understand? Because we don't know what those gifts are. Hold on there, Brother Julius. We got somebody, 899. You want to come in? 899.
Yes. Greetings, everybody. This is Ashton. Yeah?
Brother Aston. Yes, Brother Aston. Go through.
Yeah. You know what? I would prefer to follow Brother Julius to finish his comment, and then I will come with mine as well.
Did you finish your comment, Brother Julius?
Well, my brother, okay, that was part of it. I know there was something else. Yeah, so the interruption. But I will listen to the brother anyway, yeah?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, just keep it on. So.
Go through, Brother Aston.
All right. Thank you very much. Yes, greetings everybody there in the studio, and those listeners as well. My brother, let me tell you something. On Friday, I had an interview because I do an online program as well, you know. And I was doing an interview with the same type of person, professor again, right, consultant to the government in their way there, right, and exactly the same rhetoric, and I'm going to say rhetoric because it was like it's something that's printed out that they must say, they must repeat. It was exactly almost verbatim in that way there. You understand?
Are you saying that, Brother Aston, that the person that you spoke to, another professor, sounded exactly like Kevin Fenton?
Exactly. 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 And that was a frightening warning for me, right? Because where I thought that I was having a conversation, because I was interviewing him along with another brother, Rudy Liquid, right? That we were interviewing this person, right? And I will say to you, they have an agenda to convince us as the black community, and that was the angle of our conversation that we had on Friday.
Well, it's strange that you should say that. You know, Rudy Liquid is a good friend of mine in the comedy world. I've known Rudy, I've known Rudy for many years. There's a report out that 72% of the black population is refusing to take the vaccine. And so they're on this thing now to convince us to take it. You know, so much black people depend. Hey, Chief, you know, so much black people depend on television lately. There's so much how we in a mixed relationship, we in a black relationship, all kind of something them have like them try to convince you, look, we've changed. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a way of lulling us in. But go on, continue, Brother Aston.
Yeah, very, very, very in line. And in line with what? But if you recall, right, not so long ago, there was a ship, right, one of these ferry ships that came to the Caribbean.
Yes. Go on, speak on it, brother.
Free medical treatment. And my thoughts are now, right, and there's there's no evidence behind what I'm saying. I say, I wonder if they want to experiment on we, right, to do this vaccine thing.
Let me tell you something, Brother Aston. I want you to listen to me carefully here, my brother.
Yeah.
You have got the evidence. You see, we are running with European definition of what evidence is. There are things in this planet, there are things that happen that you cannot actually show evidence, but they happen. Where's the evidence that there's oxygen? Wait there. Wait there. You can't see air? We can't see it? No, but we know it's there.
No.
Right? Can you actually see electricity going down the line to make the light? No, but you know it's there.
That's right.
I was talking to Chief about this the other day. And I'm sure that everybody who's listening to this radio station today, whether you are somebody who's going to take the vaccine or somebody who's not, whether you are African, European, Indian, Chinese, this would have happened to you.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you get up and something tell you, don't go down there.
Exactly.
Something inside says, don't go down there. Also, you know, sometimes like a friend where you know, or a cousin or a relative will introduce it to somebody, and then after they're gone, they say, boy, my spirit not take to that smarty there, you know. Me not have a good feeling about that individual. And when you go down the road, something happen to you. Later on down the road, you find that say the smarty there, them not good. What evidence have you got for that feeling? You ain't.
Exactly. You
understand what I'm saying? Exactly. And I've tried and tested this with myself. You understand what I'm saying? I hear voices in my head. Them say, we're schizophrenic. People tell me, don't go down there. Don't do that. Don't listen to that smarty there.
Listen to your inner spirit.
Yeah? This is what you learn when you were in the mystery system of the ancient command, that you have to spend 40 years in the mystery system. This is what our griots, our traditional priests, that spend all their life learning about nature and the inner being, the inner self, yeah, the creator that lies within. So don't come and tell me about your little gringo science. Yeah, them the science is fine. You broke your foot. Me not go tell you if pray if you get it fixed. No, you have to go to the hospital, make them reset it, put it in a plaster, and then the body will heal it. Right. You have a cut. If it's too deep, you have to stitch it up. I mean, we're not talking about them type of thing there. But this vaccine, this so-called C19 that came out in Wuhan, China, that there were several people working on it, that included a Nigerian biologist, who he was the only one that didn't dead. Now all of a sudden it's become an African problem. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not saying that people has not died of this thing. No, I will never say that. But what I'm saying is the route that they want to push people down. Remember, Doggy dead, Sister Nkechi dead. Mm-hmm. You understand me? I say,
yeah, man. Yeah.
This is with their science. So their science ain't infallible. You got anything else you want to say, my brother? Because I got another person that joined.
Yeah. Just briefly.
Go on.
You touched on most of the points that I wanted to highlight as well. Knowing thyself and trusting in thyself, right? The body is such a powerful thing. It will fight off most of these man-made infections, what they want to try and kill us off with. And obviously, they're taking advantage and noticeable advantage of what is happening to really cull some certain communities in that way there, especially how they are targeting the elderly.
Mm-hmm. They don't, you know what it is? Them don't want to pay the people them pension. And that them don't want to do.
They don't.
Look at the age of the people them that's dying. Look at the age of the people them that's dying. The elderly and anybody from 50 upwards. Yeah? Because those people, anybody over 50, if them been in a job long enough, they can start claiming them pension. No. Yeah? Them no want you claim your pension. So them kill off on the reggae.
Yeah.
And them claim it, because what happens with a lot of black people, many years ago we'd have a young guy came on Galaxy and was telling us about we're losing billions to the state because what happens is we don't transfer our pensions to our loved ones, which by law we can.
That's right.
Sean.
We should take it out.
You understand me I say? So when you know your adversary, when you know them, it's like a football game. You think the man just go on there and them just a kick ball. You see the man just sit down there and have a paper and him a write. It's tactics. So when you know the opposition tactics, you prepare your tactics to defend or to defeat them. You understand me? So we know their tactics. We know what they will do. We've seen it. We're not making up stories here. Yeah, Pfizer, the Nigerian government suing them, but them can't sue them. Why? If their vaccine is so good, why have you sought an exemption from prosecution or suing if it kill anybody? Exactly. If me a give, hey, it's like me have Alkaline in here the other day, right? And Alkaline said, no, this thing I know it will work. If it don't work quick, you don't have to pay me for it. Yeah? You understand what I say? So if you're so sure about your thing, why don't you want to be prosecuted? No? Why don't you want to vouch for it? Why you want to remove yourself from any consequences that may happen? You know why? Because you're not sure of it yourself. You're sure that they're going to kill people. Go on, brother Aston. You finish?
Yeah. Yeah, just a last.
Go through, my brother.
I tend to expand on this subject, but only on the health element and tactics that we can use to prevent us getting infected in that way there, sir.
Exactly. Just like the show that I did on Thursday night.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's the line I want us to go down. But you know why, brother Aston, I decided to go down this line today? Because I did listen to the Motivator show yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And I weren't that motivated, I can tell you, right, by what I heard. You understand what I'm saying to you? And so
you call in?
I did call in, and I said I was going to address it again today. You understand me? Because Galaxy is not here to push white man narrative. Yeah, it's white man science we're going with. Yeah, but it's not all his science. He stole our science, improved on some things, and corrupted others. This is the corruption side of it. You understand? Yeah? Because I'm not saying that all the doctors in the hospital are wicked and planning to kill us. Some of the doctors, them so free. Some doctors resigned. Hell, doctors came out of retirement to try and help people, and they died.
Yes.
One famous Indian man doctor, yeah, come out of retirement. Man a retire, live him life. So people then came out and dead.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? So they're killing people. Right? And what happens is, I can bet you any money them kill him. Because what? Him see something, him say, no, this is not right. And before him can talk, just like there's scientists who they kill in the park, say him go in the park and inject himself. Yeah? So we're not talking about things that we ain't seen and we don't know.
Just briefly, brother, on the same vein, right? And it was in Japan that this one came from, that one of the doctors said that we're not giving patients enough oxygen. And said same thing. They've been dead off 7 days.
Yeah. So it's a plan. It's across the board plan. This is not, and this is the first time I'm going to say this, this is not just a white man thing. Yeah? There are black people that are implicit in this thing. You understand what I'm saying here? Right?
Yeah.
Black devils who's helping them. Chinese devil. Japanese devil. Indian devil. Yeah? They're all at it. Yeah? Because they want to kill off the poor and the black people them and the poor. And what a lot of Europeans don't realize, poor white people, that you are expendable. Yeah? You're collateral damage. They don't mind killing you. Long as they save their little royal family and their little middle class white people, they don't care about the poor white people. They don't care about the poor white people just like they don't care about us. You better believe it. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah? Anyway, give thanks, brother Aston. You want to say something else?
I know that I keep laughing and everything, but my laugh is in agreement, right? And that aha moment of conversation, you understand?
Ashe.
Yeah?
All right. Give thanks, brother.
Bless up.
Right. Is it 632?
Yes.
Yes. What's the name we're calling from 632?
Greetings.
Oh, Baba, Elder Erakuti. Etese.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Akwaba, Elder, Akwaba. Got you, Elder, got you.
Akwaba, I'm there and I listen to the eye, them, man. Trust me. You know, what the eye, them, I say, in truth, but the frequency is that we need to get on, you know, we need to get on the frequency situation, because when you talked about those in the mystery system, it's frequencies them was working on. You understand me? But because we have come out we have been knocked out of our culture has been knocked out of us with all type of situation and things like that we ourselves at the present moment don't realize really and truly that the power that we have from within is the same power the brother them have from the mystery system and so. And that power is a power that you can hear the phone ring, and when you hear the phone ring, you say to yourself, you know, that's so and so and so and so. You feel that was so and so and so and so, and when you check it, it was so and so and so and so. You hear your door knock, and you just feel in your mind, in your body. So well, then that is so and so, you know, and you're not expecting that person, you know, and it's part and parcel of our DNA. And part and parcel of the mystery system where we come from. But and that power that we have a power that the people then don't realize that power. The system, our enemies know about it, because what they do, they utilize this power for their own use, right? Then tell me says is ooey fooey and all type of. You understand the situations and things that cannot produce nothing at all. But that production that I'm talking about is a production that, for instance, the last age, we need now to move into the age that we are at. Because the age that we are at the present moment, no matter with them, what they are going on with at the present moment outside there, right? They are in a situation, and the situation that they're in, karmatic vibes going to lick them. And the karmatic vibes are going to lick them. We have to prepare ourselves to really move on it. Because what I'm talking about really, Prophet Kwaku, I'm talking about the situation where you'll find that at the present moment, the people the last age that I was talking about was the Piscean age. It was the age of belief and faith. So that's why them Christianity came in at that time. To believe, faith. You understand me? But we've moved into the age of Aquarius. And what Aquarius does, it depicts man walking across the universe as himself, not as a scorpion, not as a fish, not as a bull or a ram, but as himself. And that is very, very important. Important in the sense that we as a people, right, need to look and realize, well then, the level that we are on, the age that we are on now, we have got to go further into the next level. We have to put down the rubbish situation that they've been teaching us and move ourselves to the next level. And the next level that we are in now is God within man, God is within woman. You understand me? It's a higher aspect of thing that we have to go into. And that higher aspect of thing that we have to go into is something that, my gosh, you know, me just look through the window, I see nothing but snow everywhere.
Let me see, yeah.
It remind me, say, well then, yes, you are right, you're in that type of arena at the present moment. But what I'm saying, Prophet, is that at the present moment, we need to move to the next level, and that next level that we need to move to is that the woman need power, and the power that the woman need a power to go and collect. Them is in charge of getting the man, them and the children back in focus, you know. But the problem we're facing them at the present moment, them jump and them aligning themselves with people and things that can't help them. Them aligning themselves with things about this and about that. And no, we're not in that. We're far more advanced than that. Right? Because the frequencies that's coming to us now from our ancestors and people like that, them not have them ancestors there. You understand me? Because them not belong to them situation there. The ancestors that we're talking about, them talking to us, but more time we don't listen.
Ashe.
You know? We don't listen. Look at Marcus. Look what Marcus David say. Really and truly. The people them not following nothing like that. Them carrying on like them don't know that them don't know. Anyway, my brother, you know what I mean? It's just that I wanted to say that we need to get onto the frequencies.
Yes, Elder. And you know, we give thanks for your contribution every time. Because, you know, your seat me a sitting at, so we just keep it warm for any time you're calling, Elder.
Give thanks and praise every time, Prophet.
I'm have to come see you, Elder. I have to come see you. It's just I've been so busy, but I'm gonna make some time and come and see Elder, 100%. I'm here say you make one wicked banana porridge, so me want some of it too. Yeah. Chief, tell me what the banana porridge, man. Want to come get for me?
I have to have a word into this. I have to have a word into this. Elder, start going into kitchen. Well, if Elder start going to the kitchen, anytime you're going up there, make sure you and I come in with you. Elder, good morning, my brother. How are you doing?
Good morning, my brother.
Well, I wouldn't tell Kwaku otherwise, but you know what I mean? I glad to hear the high voice still, you know what I mean?
Yes, I am. Remember, you know, we have to eat right for
our blood type.
Of course we have to. Of course we have to. Of course we have to. And I'm sure you're doing just that.
Yes, I just start me Japan.
I'm sure you're on that. Who's preparing it for you?
Well, that's true. I have some data here, you know, where my wife did prepare them.
All right, okay.
My wife prepared them, but me season and all them things that you know.
See. So it's like your wife knows say she wanna go move and prepare a place for you, so she just prepare them to look after you until you come.
Yes.
I have too much work to do. Rise up, my brother.
Right,
give thanks.
All right, Elder. Anything else you want to say, Elder?
No, Rasta, I just a phone in because I already mentioned the mystery system.
Seeing, yes, me know so your thing that.
Yeah, what a lot of people don't realize that the mystery system, what I'm talking about, is that the mystery system is to do with frequencies. You understand me? And an energy grid around the body and all them type of things that we can take up certain vibration and certain energies. I used to think one time, be afraid of them people, you know, the way them think and I carry on. But then I go back in on myself and I say, but God really and truly is greater than them. And if God is greater than them, and God is within me, you understand me? Within you, within Chief, within woman, them, right? We don't have nothing to fear about. All we have to do is just practice our culture and practice our thing here. You know? Peace be with the eye.
Give thanks, Elder, every time. And family, that was our most beloved Elder Erikuti, the final judgment. And at this time here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to read out some of the texts, because there's quite a few texts on WhatsApp them coming.
Can I make a point, please?
Who's that?
My name's Adam.
Oh, Adam, Brother Adam, yeah. Brother Adam, can I just read out some of the texts first? Brother Adam, please? Or you want to speak before I read the text then?
No, go ahead. You can go on the text.
Right then. Right. Grand Rising, Dr. Abu. More strength to you and your family. More strength to you and your family, my esteemed brother. Give thanks for your words of wisdom. Only we can do for we. Vodum. I get a warm glow to my spirit just listening to your voice. And that was a Dr. Abu. This text here reads, that's a picture. I don't know why people, them sending me a video. We can't read the video. Them keep us sending me the WhatsApp video, but we can't read it. We can't listen to it. Wicked Show, Dr. Abu and Professor Kwaku, rise up. And that's 450. Morning Galaxy, think it's Professor Patrick Fenton, not Kevin. Just saying. Connection, and my bad, it's Kevin, Public Health. Right, it's Kevin Fenton. So that correction was incorrect, but them correct themselves within the incorrection. Grand Rising, Kwaku, please monitor the callers' volume levels. I think that's been done. Chief came and organized that. Brother Kwaku, Elder Beckford was very low on volume. Any chance of turning up the callers' volume? Muta Kilimanjaro, big up yourself for that. Risings, exactly the same reason why the Democrat Party is recruiting black people into their party. Ashe. And then Kutu the first. Big up yourself for that. And rise up, Elder Erikuti. I missed the final judgment. That's the frequency that yields. When are you returning? Yeah, that was for you, Elder Erakuti. Well, him never leave, you know. I'm just arrest. You understand? Yes, Brother Adam, got you.
Yes, good morning to yourself and everyone in the studio and the listener. Yes, just wanted to make a point about yesterday's show with the counsellor and that woman that he had on with him, the other counsellor. And I must admit, I did try to ring through, but because the show seemed to be just jam-packed with callers, I couldn't get through, so I was on the line waiting for about, it must have been 20 or so minutes, but still couldn't get through, so I just thought I'd give up. Then when you said you were going to be looking into it further on this show, I thought, well, let me call through. And what I found was most disturbing, the point I wanted to raise yesterday, was the woman who said, well, look, the professor has said what he has said, and, you know, essentially you should just do as you're told. And you probably already covered that in this morning's show. I didn't get to switch on the show on time. But if you have already covered it, I just wanted to amplify that further. I
didn't cover it, Brother Adam. So thanks for calling in, and I will continue, my brother.
Yeah, I was disturbed to hear her say, well, look, you know, we've been told that this is what the situation is. A professor or somebody with the moniker, the title of professor, has told you what the situation is. And so as far as she's concerned, she was saying, you know, just do as you're told. And, you know, and I thought to myself, well, isn't that exactly the same thing that they said to us in Tuskegee as well? You know, the white man has told you that this is the correct thing to do, so just do as you're told. And look at what came out of that for us. So, even on Ebony's show yesterday, I highlighted the point that, you know, they sent a black woman to us back then in Tuskegee, and now they're sending another one to us now, 2021, telling us to do exactly the same thing. So I personally just wanted to say that I think that we need to, we shouldn't just be listening to somebody just because he's got the title of professor or Mr. this or Sir that, because that doesn't necessarily mean to say that we know what they've been fed. Just like Brother Aston said, he said that he spoke to another professor, and it seemed as if they were speaking from some prepared script. He was almost saying exactly the same thing. So we don't know what Kevin Fenton has been told, and I'm sure he hasn't done all of the research himself to reach the conclusions that he was telling our people on yesterday's show. So we need to be much more discerning and personally start taking responsibility for what we choose to listen to from what we don't choose to listen to.
Well, you know what, Brother Adam?
Later on, she said she was a Christian as well.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah, another angle.
Yeah, and then she started to quote from the Bible, innit?
Sorry?
I think she started to quote from the Bible, innit?
Yes, that's right. She started to make some verse quotations, and that brings in another angle where I believe, how do we know that the church isn't actually being paid money to get this message across to our people? And then if our people say, well, you know, we've got questions about it, because she did say, what did she say? She said, we've been praying for a long time to get an answer, and now that the answer has come, I don't want to follow it.
That's right,
and I thought, well, if that isn't some form of fear-generating type of a process where our people will think, well, if we've been praying, and then God has given our answers to us, and now we're going to say we don't want to follow it, next thing we're going to do is going to burn in hell for that, so we better take the vaccine. If that isn't some properly set out fear-inducing process, then I don't know what is.
Exactly, my brother. And I agree with every sentiment that you've made, my brother. You know, I don't trust them, and I don't feel shame to say I don't trust them. Yeah, and it's like a lot of our people these people want to come like these people of change. This is not the ordinary white man and woman that lives next door to you, that go to their work and come home and things like that. When they watch their little football, or go along a pub, you know, just want to do their everyday. It's not them you have to worry about. It's the ones who sit in the seat of power. Yeah? Yes. And our ancestors warned us about them. You understand me? And we would do due diligence to listen to what Bookman Duty said. He said, good amen, who create the sun which shines on us from above, who roses the sea and makes the thunder rumble. Listen, good God, though hidden in the cloud, watches over us. The God of the white man Him say the God of the white man calls forth crime, but our Amen wills good works. Our Amen, who is so good, commands us to vengeance. He will direct our arms and help us throw away the likeness of the white man's God, who has so often brought us to tears, and listen to the liberty which speaks in our arms. August the 14th, 1791.
Wow.
Bookman Doty.
300 years ago.
You understand me? I say. So when them a come chat them Farley tea to we got the evidence. I'm not following their things. I'm following our things. Yeah?
Oh, yes. Yes. I'm all for that.
Right. My brethren, one of the Sebas from us, who used to teach at our Saturday school, he was sick. He caught the C19. And then he was having problems with his breathing. And he went to the hospital. His wife was talking to him on FaceTime. He was laughing, they were joking. The next day, he was dead.
Right.
You hear me, I said to you? Mm-hmm. And he was in their so-called beautiful hospital. Pretty, paint up, all these mud cons. Well, and I was worse than him. Because I couldn't breathe. Me never got him hospital. You understand me, I say? Me do some old-time martial arts breathing technique. My wife look after me. Yeah? My brethren them come round and bring some herbs. My brethren come and boil up some Irish mash and I don't know what it was. I'm telling you, he said, drink that and give me orange. And look after me and bring me back to life. Oh. Mm-hmm. You understand?
Yes.
And them never gone them never gone university for 7 years. I studied for be that doctor. Mm-hmm. And the one them who study for be doctor 7, 10, 15, 20 years, them can't save the people them. So why me for trust them? Mm-hmm. You understand me?
Yes.
Yep. Don't bring that narrative to Galaxy Afiwe, because Galaxy has got competent enough listeners like yourself, Brother Adam, Brother Aston, who's a pilot himself, and Brother Julius, and other people, Brother Kwame, who are well-versed, well-knowledgeable. So don't think when you're going to ring up Galaxy that you're going to come here and get a free ride. It ain't happening, brother. Anybody who come with anything, we'll hold you accountable and we're going to check you. Believe that. It's a game of chess we are playing. Yeah? And sometimes, right. Yeah, you might take you might take the bishop, you might take the knight, the rook, you may even take the queen, yeah? But a pawn attack can check you. Remember that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. And I would just like to just say, perhaps to finish with this point, because as you're coming towards about 20 or so minutes left in the show, I'd just like to say, those people who are listening who might be Christians or got Christian people in their family, I hope that you can think about this thing much more deeply and not be pushed into a situation of fear where you think you're going to burn in hell if you don't follow what the church tells you to do in relation to the COVID vaccination. So if you are a Christian and you're not too sure, or perhaps you've got Christian people in your family who are not sure of what to do, don't allow yourself to be turned into somebody who's filled with fear because you think you might burn in hell forever because you don't take the COVID vaccination. So don't be filled with fear, and use your ability to discern and think for yourself, and not just do what you're told to do.
Give thanks, Brother Adam, for that. Give thanks. Okay.
All right. Good morning.
Morning. Yes, you're in tune to the Temple of Know Thyself. Inside with the Prophet Medote, sitting inside for our most esteemed Elder Erakuti, the final judgment. I felt it was necessary to address the show Saturday. Not because I'm trying to demean another pilot. No way. We have difference of opinions, and the brother is allowed to have his different of opinions. I just think his opinion is more a Labour right opinion for the Labour Party. But the brother, when a question was asked of Martin, Councillor Martin, are you going to take the vaccine? He paused. And he said, I will tell you next week. So evidently, and you know, the Friday before, 2 weeks Friday ago, he was on Chief Procumberby's Friday show making a similar kind of statement. And I called in and I said to him, and Chief can be a witness to that, I said, well, maybe you should take the vaccine. And when we see you all right with it, you and your family are all right with it, maybe then we might consider taking it. Right now, we are not considering taking it. I feel that the best thing for us to do as a people is to build up our immune system and take your Marandina. If Marandina don't agree with you, take your Moringa. If that not agree with you, take your cancer bush. Yeah, take your sage. Yeah, your lemongrass, your fever grass, your cerci. Yeah, your ginger, your lime, your lemon. Yeah, your turmeric. Take all these medicinal things that nature has given us to boost your immune system, because no vaccine is going to help us. What vaccines do, they enable the immune system to identify new types of viruses or bacteria that is harmful to the body, and then the body can defend itself. You understand what I say? So, you know, I want people to understand and know, say, right, that your body has the ability to heal itself. That is what it's created to do. All these other things assist the body to heal itself. You understand me? Right? So you don't really need to put yourself in a situation of fear. And let me take you on a more spiritual level. Death is imminent. We are all gonna die. There's nobody who's on this planet here right now, no creature, no invertebrate, even the smallest microcosm is going to die. Because death is why we live. We live to die. And then we die to live. It's a cycle like everything else. We have it dead. The leaf that they're on the tree today is not going to be there tomorrow. It'll go dead, but another leaf is going to come in its place. So when we die, other leaves are going to come in their places. Other humans. Elder Erico, is that you still on the line?
Yeah.
Yeah, fidget. If you put it on mute your phone, and then if you want to come in, you just come in, yeah? Right? So people. Oh yeah, no, hang up. So people, don't be afraid of death. Our ancestors was never afraid of death. I don't even think they called it death. They call it transition, going to the next life. Because they knew that the physical part of our body would diminish. But there was an essence, there was an energy, like what Elder Irakuti was saying earlier. There's an energy inside of us. You understand me? And that energy doesn't die. Yeah? That energy lives. But it lives in a different form. Don't you know that sometimes when members of your family have passed away, yeah, and then you feel like they're around you, you can feel their presence, yeah? You understand me? Don't you ever notice that? There's no scientific there's no scientific weight name to determine whether you can prove that. Your family comes to you in dreams. We have dreams. We all know we dream. But where's the proof that we dream? Because you can't show somebody your dream. You can tell them about your dream, but you can't show the pictorial pictures and the... In fact, last night, I had a dream about Brixton. Old-time Brixton. And I was seeing all these faces last night. It was a dream. So we know dreams happen. You understand what I'm saying to you, people? So when people want to come and talk about, show me the scientific evidence, that's poppycock, to put it politely. Because some things you cannot show a scientific evidence. Your father, your grandmother, your uncle, your mother said, no go down there so today. No go there. You go down there so something happen. You say, oh, you didn't know me, no, me just have a feeling. What proof have you got other than what's happened and that person said that? I said many things when I was on Power Jam nearly 30 years ago. All those things I was saying, they come true. I just knew. It wasn't because I had any foresight more than anybody else. It was just that I knew my enemy and overstood their capability of wickedness. They control all the media platforms, but they don't give a balanced approach. You understand? They've got very popular platforms with presenters, well-educated presenters. That doesn't bring an alternative. They all say the same thing. All of them love Batman and lesbian and transgender and this and that. There's nobody on there who don't, that can say it freely, that won't get castigated. So they control the narrative. You think it's every white people in this country love Batman and lesbian and all them something there? Eh? You think all of them is on that? No, half of them ain't on that. But they push the narrative. That's why they want to push it in primary schools on our children. Because they overstand the power of psychological control. Do not be psychologically controlled. I did a bit of reading about this whole virus and bacteria thing. And what I learned was that bacteria, it's like a single cell living organism. They have a wall, a cell wall, and components that, they survive and then they reproduce. But some of them may come from energy from other sources. Now viruses, on the other hand, are not living. Because viruses need a whole cell to survive long term. Because they need that cell to survive for energy so that they can reproduce. And they only consist of a piece of genetic material. Yeah? A protein that is called Sidos. I can't remember, something SID anyway, right? You can go and look it up. You don't take my word for it. Yeah, and the way that they reproduce, right? Yeah, is that them piggy bank upon another cell. Yeah, and use the other cell mechanism to get them protein. Yeah. And even one thing I was reading, they said that less than 1% of bacteria causes disease. Most are beneficial for our good health, as earthlings, because it's part of the ecosystem, But most viruses cause disease. Right now, the other thing I read, and this is not me, I'm reading scientific stuff. They say that viruses can't survive in the atmosphere. Let me repeat that again. Yeah? They said that viruses can't survive in the atmosphere. And antibiotics don't work against viruses, but they will work against some bacteria. Yeah? Now, it also said that vaccination is a way of preventing viral infections. But they said that antivirals have been engineered, that can treat some viral infections, like AIDS and all them, something there. Yeah? But it's not effective against bacteria. Because our body is 80% bacteria. I discovered this when I had that herbalist in here, was it Jennifer? That Africated me about that, because I never knew that up until then. Because it wasn't the field that I was researching in. So most bacteria are our friend. So if the virus, listen to this, if the virus cannot be transported that way, how are we getting infected with this C19? And that's what I would ask. Or maybe they've created a science now that, you see, natural viruses can't exist without a host. You understand what I'm saying? That's what the article says. And they are natural viruses. But maybe people, a man-made virus can. Because they're always messing about with nature. You know that. But in the natural order of things, the mathematical order of things, a virus can't exist without a host. It needs a host to replicate and reproduce itself. But a bacteria can live in the atmosphere. So when they're saying to you then, close the window, or open the window, or wear a mask, what are they telling? Is this thing a bacteria? Is it a different type of bacteria? Or is it a virus that they've modified so it can exist on things? Go and do your own, I don't like saying this because everybody says it on the blog. Do your own research. But go and do your own studies. Go and read other people's research that has been talking about that. Yeah, because bacteria are a single cell organism. Yeah? And the bacteria them come in many shapes and sizes. They've been around for billions of years. Yeah? So go and do your studies. The virus them, it have a piece of genetic material. Yeah, maybe DNA or RNA or both. And it's surrounded by protein. Can't remember the name of that thing. Somebody with African with the name of something Sid, I can't remember it. Yeah? Right? So, it's surrounded by molecules and all kind of something. You understand me? Right? So, what I'm saying to you people, right, is that we've got to be aware, because they know that the majority of us are not scientifically trained, are not medically trained, are not chemistry trained, and biologically trained. They come and they eat us with the antidotes. And them will look at different pretty talk and them big doctor word and all them something where we don't know. Don't be fooled. Be wise. Yeah? I'm going to read out these last 2 sex. Chief is getting ready to come up. Right? Call to Action Conference Part 3. How are we going to help ourselves and protect ourselves? A chance to come together and decide how we do we. Yeah? The 26th of January, 2020, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Now, the email address, if you want to get in on this thing, is blackcommunityhealth@gmail.com. blackcommunityhealth@gmail.com. Now, there's a number if you want to get involved in this. The number is 07 860-827-968. I repeat, 07860-827-968. And that's the number that you call. A call to action conference, and this is about the whole vaccine and everything. It's a community debate. I think Selector C was involved in organising with our sister Auntie Jean. So check it out. Yeah, people. I'm just going to read out these last few texts that's been read. These last few texts. Morning, Chief Prophet Doctor. With 75% of our community saying they will not take the vaccine, it's time now to get the natural cure out. However, a fighter that only has a gun and no other defense is at a disadvantage. And that's coming from AAA. This one reads, greetings, bro Kwaku. I too was really disturbed by this woman who said we need to listen to the professor. I had to remind Martin, as he forgotten, we are the children of the kidnapped people, where they sending a black woman to tell these men in America to take the vaccine, Tuskegee experiment. They are still trying to bring all these black people to tell us it is okay to take it. He kept knocking down Brother Nat, prevented him from speaking truth. Martin ain't ready for Galaxy yet. That's the text. That's what it read. Yeah. Professor from the U saying lockdowns are not good. It's only 49 seconds for them. We can't have that on it. Regarding using religion, and this very point was made on LBC by a sister, Denise Edley, who said that if the religious leaders in the BAME community told us to take the jab, we would obey the instructions. LBC said they would contact Nadim Sawadi to suggest that, and that is exactly what is now happening. Nadim Zawawi is the Conservative minister in charge of the vaccination program. Now that you are dealing with the detail of virus and bacteria, you are addressing this matter at the level needed. The community scholar that I'm aware of who breaks this down to layman's language is KT, the arts degree from the USA. If there's a UK-based scholar, then even better. And this last text reads, and that's it. So look, people, the chief is here. I haven't set up his music because I felt that this music would speak about what I just feel this music would speak for itself. Yeah, and this music is by one of our reggae singers, Sizzla Kalonji. Yeah, we have to watch and get our good ways. Black people, Itepe, Ineke, J.R. Senebe. Divine peace, long life, stability, good health. Timagilaro, Kutu Kutu, Olodumare, Jao, Jakimba. Yeah. May Olodumare grant us perfection and peace and health all the way. Itepe, Ineke, J.R. Senebe. Otep people, I'll be black here on Thursday, 9 p.m. onwards. Otep.